no, but that's a good thing.
No, it is not. How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight. I don't want to die without any scars. So come on, hit me before I lose my nerve.
It's coming over tonight. Everybody's throwing down on a Friday night somewhere.
See, that's the difference between us. You think we're fighting, and I think we're finally talking.
You ain't done nothing if you did it halfway.
Hour 3 as we open the front door to the flop house here in the shadow of Lambeau Field for Camp Week on the game. It is not, Mike Heller, a Chamber of Commerce day today up here in Green Bay, but it's a nice summer day. It's a bit humid, a bit moist. Going to be that way all week long, but I'll take it. Good morning. How you doing, buddy?
I can't wait to get there.
I
be
know.
on the road.
Yes,
here.
you can.
Well, what do you mean, Butchie?
Well, I know it'd be glorious. Come on.
Forward to this.
What? I don't know.
Come on.
No, that's a good question. Do you?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. I haven't been to the house yet. I don't know what my accommodations are gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna have a roommate or how many roommates.
Oh, you'll have a roommate. You'll have a bunch of them.
No, he means will he have to share a sleeping room?
Oh yeah, he will.
I will.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Why did you claim your own, Butchie?
I already slept on the big bed. You got a little twin bed up there.
But you're
and I'll be back.
I thought you're checking out, Butch.
Not completely.
Okay.
I bought my bed for the week. Now, how often I use your bed is up to me.
No, that's
but
not how
what do you
that
mean? No.
works. You don't get the bed if you ain't there.
I drooled all over the pillows.
That's all right. I'm bringing my own.
Oh, you bring your own pillow?
I do.
Oh my God!
A lot of people travel their own pillows.
Why?
It's for a good night's sleep.
Just for that same reason you just brought up. How many people have drooled on that pillow
question
you drooled on last night?
Why do you travel your own pillow?
The big bed in the right-hand bedroom up there. That is all Butchie sleeping. I sighed, rolled. I was sweating last night.
That's
all the above.
That's knock it off. Right.
I'm just telling you, if you want it, it's yours. But just know it was a hot night up there.
All right, so Mike, it was great to play golf with you at Lawsonia. Thanks for coming up to join our group of knuckleheads. It was not a short drive for you either, about an hour and a half, because Green Lake is wonderfully in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a beautiful setting to go play at. You're not right on the lake, not right on Green Lake, but you could see it on a few of the holes off in the distance. But I haven't played there in a lot of years. It's really nice. You
could hear the motorboats and the jet skis going.
Yeah.
It's like, is that what I think it is? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
So Mike Heller was 2 under through 6. Butch on this round.
Really?
I did have 2 holes that I threw up all over myself right around the green, and I couldn't
He was 2 under through 6, Josh, and I'm thinking to myself, we're on 59 watch.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you say that out loud?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't have been beyond him to say that out loud. But
Mike,
what happened?
Well, he missed his spot on the treacherous 7th hole at Lawsonia, which has
It's easy. 7?
What? 7's a short par 3.
Yeah,
I thought I was right. I know it was 124 yards. I thought I was right in the middle of the green.
The bank fronting that green is the steepest bank I have ever seen on a golf course.
Yeah, isn't that the one where they put a
train?
Yeah, exactly. Train box.
You know the legend?
I know. Do I know the legend? Damn, I told.
He lives there. He's a local. He's a local.
But the legend is not confirmed that there's an actual train car under there.
There is.
Yeah.
Well, why is there not a plaque? Why is there no plaque? Why is there
just believe the legend. You don't need to question it. Just believe it.
Okay.
So
not that hard of a
question. I hit it a yard short.
Well, you can't miss it short.
Green. I didn't think I did, and then it went to the bottom of the hay hill, and I left it down there once or twice. And
I was genuinely worried about Mike blowing out his Achilles trying to climb up that steep hill. I mean, mountain goats and Sherpas couldn't get up that hill. All right. It was unbelievable. So he took a couple whacks at it. That was a bad hole. 10 was a bad hole, but you played great otherwise and clipped me by 2. 77 to my 79. Good job, Mike Heller. I'll get you next time.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. We had a lot of fun. Jeff Kanatz came up with me, buddy of mine from Madison, and he's always fun to play with. He likes some cigars on the golf course, so I enjoyed one of those. It was a good
I think
day.
Knatz went through 5 of them. I didn't see him without a cigar in his mouth.
Wow, that's
the
a lot
whole
of
time.
cigar.
He's a
Yes, it is.
nonstop cigar aficionado on the golf course. There's always one with him.
You know, Coach Knatz coached Mike's stepson in high school.
Yeah, still Jackson's favorite coach of all time. Is Coach Knatz. Yep.
There you go.
Did a great job. And then I heard the story that Mike has chronicled on his show already about the unbelievable lawsuit that is going on at Coach Knatz's high school over the ouster, over the ouster of their longtime basketball coach, and now this one kid apparently who got cut from the team after his dad ousted the coach, or at least led an insurrection, if you will.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, this is high school sports.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
If this gets home in the courts, it will set an unbelievable precedent.
Well, Jerry,
of what
an
you
untenable
precedent. And Jerry Pettigrew, who runs the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association and has been, just fantastic and has done so much for the game, even said that himself out there. He goes, we can't let this get to a court
They
system
put out a very strongly worded
very
essay
strong
on this concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that has not deterred the parent,
No, the
father.
lawsuit's still sitting there. Yeah.
And even if you can say, well, there's no way a judge would actually allow this to go forward and rule in favor of a parent because, oh, my kid's playing time got reduced or he got cut, so therefore there's actual legal damages. You could say that, but I would caution it only takes one judge. And even if it doesn't happen, you're now in court. You got depositions, it's billable hours.
The worst part, Czabe, is you talk about all that stuff, but the worst part is you have a ability to teach something to your child, and you're teaching the exact wrong thing,
correct? Which is let's use the already overcrowded American legal system as a cudgel against somebody who is not making $1 million coaching high school basketball, trying to impart values on kids and give them a basis in life to succeed.
Because life's not fair in general. Like in general, I don't care what it is. The athletics, whatever else. Like you might get cancer, you're going to have something thrown your way. Life is going to come at you, and it's going to treat you unfair. All of us are going to go through something. And then the one thing I love athletics about, that's I want my kids to be in it, is, hey, it's going to teach you, or it should teach you, how to handle the adversity that will be thrown your way for life. Because we are all at some point going to have something thrown at us, and it sucks. Life sucks, but it's about how you handle it.
Yeah. And the grand scheme of things, from all that I understand, this is a good kid. He's a good basketball player, but he wasn't going to see the court much, if at all, in his senior year. And then the father is a problem. And Butchie, I've always thought this: the coach's job is multifaceted, but there are two high-level elements of what a coach is responsible for in high school. Field your best team. Get your best. Give these kids the best chance that they can to win, and then to have the experience be as good as it can be for all of them on the competitive side. So they had to make a decision when this pretty good kid, decent player, wasn't going to play in his senior year, see the court much. They had to make a decision. How is the experience going to be for all of our kids if this dad is at every event and creating an issue about playing time at every game and in every practice and, making this an issue? Is that fair to our full roster?
No.
To have him doing that, and the answer was no.
And there's more than enough ways to handle it.
Than that, but that's the thumbnail sketch.
And there's more than enough ways to handle it. If you didn't like it, you can move. You can do this. There's enough things to do. So
we can't be suing basketball coaches.
Yeah,
we can't unless they don't foul up 3 late. Then they should be sued. Then they should be sued to the full extent of the law. If you're up 3 late, foul. For God's sake! All right, Jordan Love gets his money. I have said, Mike Heller, I am at complete peace with all the monies because I believe in what LaFleur said about Love, that he is about the right things.
Yeah.
And I also look at the league now as, well, if it doesn't work out, God forbid, then they'll fold it up and they'll move on, like Denver has done with the disastrous Russell Wilson experiment and a number of other teams as well. Your thoughts on Jordan Love's money?
I know we fight, but not today.
Not
We're
today.
Lockstep on this. We're going to talk to Mark Murphy's going to join me just after 12 o'clock on the show from the Packers Pro Shop today. This is the price of doing business in the National Football League. If you want to bitch about the league and what they've done on quarterback dollars, that's a separate conversation. But you are walking into an aisle with this is the price of quarterbacks. And you paid what this is the price of quarterbacks is. And that's okay. And I believe some would say, well, he hasn't earned it. Well, it doesn't matter. The way the Packers structured the system, he sat for 3 years. And then when he played, he earned it for the year that he played. By the way, you know who also got paid in his first year as a starter? The guy previous to him who sat 3 years.
Yeah,
and he got the extension midway through his 4th year.
Yeah, I saw that note about the Rodgers early extension, and I had forgotten that. And I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
They'd seen a very small sample of Rodgers as QB1, and they said, you know what? We want to buy in.
Yep. So I'm good with it. No issue.
Mike, what does concern you then about this team? Obviously, if you're not worried about Jordan Love, but what does concern you?
Offensive line depth, and then the thing that should concern every team in the NFL, and that is ongoing health. Otherwise, this team doesn't have the holes that you would say, well, yeah, but you can't do this. This team is no. I have zero. I also have next.
You're not no confidence in Greg Joseph,
including this one.
Josh?
Make a big deal about the kicker, and I'm not making a big deal about the kicker.
Okay.
Does Carlson make it out of August? That's the only question.
Absolutely.
I think so too, Mike.
Well, of course. Who else? Who else?
Greg Joseph.
Yeah.
I don't think he makes it out of August.
Josh is still living, and he just has such an incredible man crush on Mason Crosby, and we all should.
I like winning big
did.
opportunities. Kickers make field goals.
Yeah.
Mike,
how do you know that until the guy does it? Who do you want?
That's exactly why I said he's going to be on the team, because it's not like they have someone else out there right now that's going to take his place. That doesn't mean I'm happy with him.
And we are going to find out in the big moments this year what this kicker does. We didn't find that out last year.
Do you remember what a bad August Carlson
He didn't
had
miss
last
a
year?
kick in the playoffs?
Yeah, he did. He missed a huge one against San Francisco.
I'm not going to judge rookie kickers in their big moments in their rookie year. Otherwise, you're never going to have a guy.
All right. He had a terrible August last year, and now he's got competition, and they're talking openly about the competition. LaFleur is saying, well, we're going to rotate him through and see how they do. So they're not even trying to downplay it. The Packers are like, oh, these other guys, we're just, it's no big deal.
But you want to create competition.
I know. And my sense
then I don't have a concern.
My sense is he's going to crumble, much like me.
I don't think. What happened to hand in the fire here?
It's gone. It's a stump. You see this burnt stump?
You got two of them.
No, I need to keep this one. This is the last hand I have. Okay.
But I hope for his sake he does well. If my biggest concern when we turn the calendar to August is my kicker, then I don't have a concern.
No, to me, it's like the defense. Is the defense going to be everything it looks like it could be on paper? Is it going to be everything that they are talking about? I heard one quote, I forget who it was from, saying we want to be known as one of the all-time great defenses. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. Let's just put up some top 10s in key categories.
Let's be in the top half
for
of
a year, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves on this. But, it's exciting. I am more angry that they're not higher on the Vegas board of Super Bowl favorites. But that's okay if they fly a bit under the radar. To me, and we'll talk to Wayne about this in just a second. He's enjoying our breakfast buffet over there. Wayne, how's the breakfast buffet? Is it good? Did you get the hot pancakes and the eggs? Oh, there's an omelet station right over there. Did you know?
Oh, I missed that.
You think one of these years we'll have enough budget?
I think we
for
should.
A live omelet chef in the house?
So. Well, it depends. Whatever Heller needs on the way up here. No wonder he likes it so much. They get whatever Mike wants, he gets. I just wanted a little corner bet. I guess I can't even keep that.
I think there's no reason, Mike, this team can't make the Super Bowl and shouldn't have that as their goal. They've got all the tools and all the talent, and they were right there pushing on the doorstep last year. Once they get in, they're there this year. So.
And let's see if the Brewers are a World Series team in the next 30 hours on the trade deadline.
All right. Will
Have
Arnold
to make a deal. No,
will
I don't.
Arnold make a splash? Will he make a dash, or will he sit on his hands?
It appears that as we get closer, they might sit on their hands. That would be disappointing. It wouldn't end the season for me, but it would be disappointing. I'd like to see them add. Their dollars are available. Go ahead and add. You don't have to go all in, push all the chips in, but let's push some chips in. Let's play the hand. Play the hand.
What dollars you talking about?
They've got available salary money. They didn't spend it this year.
Yeah, but
so this isn't a financial deal.
Well,
this is a decision whether
you mean money under
away.
the luxury tax?
What?
Or the base? What is baseball's tax?
They're not anywhere near it. They have
that's
zero
what I thought.
Concern about tax.
So when you say they've got the money, what are you, the CFO of the Brewers? How do you know they got the money?
Why do you save this for the end? Why do they have the money? Because they're paying about $112 million. Last year, they paid closer to $130. There's money available. That's not the restriction, I guess, is my point. They're not restricted by taking on salary at the trade deadline.
But they may want to. They may want to fly. They may want to fly at 90 million altitude, and they're still over it. All right, we're getting out here. Sorry,
what the hell was all that, by the way?
Yes, we got to fight. Yes,
right,
I didn't think we were going to
in.
get one. I didn't think we were going to do it. They golfed together on Saturday. They were happy. I didn't think we were going to get one, but we got one, boys.
No, we weren't all happy. Listen, I was happy because he was not a happy guy when it was all done because I beat him by 2 shots. That's not a happy golfer right there you're looking at.
All right, Heller. We'll see you today at the Pro Shop. Get out of here. I mean, what he doesn't understand is that he's not the CFO of the Brewers. Just because they spent $130 last year, they're at $110 now, doesn't mean they have $20 million to spend. This is called girl math. They may want to ride at $90 million payroll. They may still be over. Anyway, there's nobody to get. That's the bottom line. Wayne Larrivee joins us next, voice of the Green Bay Packers. We're live, Camp Week in Green Bay. Hey, guys, let me tell you about my enjoyable ride up north this past weekend. In my Russ Darrow Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland Edition. Yes, of course, it's equipped to go off-road and do all kinds of stuff, but on the road itself, it is such a great cruising vehicle with incredible sound system, navigation, the whole deal. It's a dream car. I'm lucky to be able to drive it. You can get your dream car, truck, SUV, minivan, hybrid, you name it, at Russ Darrow. Any of their 15 locations in Southeast Wisconsin. They will give you the Darrow difference from start to finish, which is a no-nonsense, full transparency. Here are your options buying experience. Whether it's live, whether it's new or used, they will take care of you. Live market pricing means for new vehicles, they scan the market to find the lowest price possible, and that's where they begin. Used vehicles undergo a 110-point inspection to make sure they are in tip-top shape. These are just a few of the reasons why I'm a happy Russ Darrow customer, as is Josh, as is Armin, as is Drew and KB, and you can be as well. Go to Russ Darrow today and discover the Darrow difference. Start your search online at russdarrow.com. We are so happy to see his smiling face this morning. Wayne Larrivee, longtime voice of the Green Bay Packers, joins us live in the Flophouse. Wayno, how you doing,
Good,
buddy?
guys. Boy, this is an upgrade from what you've had the last couple of years here, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're not.
Were you saying last couple of years weren't?
No,
well,
they were good. They were good, but this is just an
the
upgrade.
one house was terrible.
Stop reading between
I'm
the
not
lines.
gonna. I'll say it. That one house, that thing we walked into smelled so bad.
Oh, the 60-yard line.
Oh
house?
my
Yeah.
goodness! Woo! I was like, "What are we doing here?"
They're putting the Taj
this is
Mahal
nice.
right next to it.
Yeah,
They're building,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Are they really? They're building a big house.
They're building
right
a big house right next to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what, Josh? I like the 60-yard line house. As
felt like
nasty
us.
as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
It was something for sure.
I mean,
This
every
house
day
is
you
nice.
did the show from a chair. The cushion had like duct tape on it. You know, it had that feel. It was real. It was
Right.
real.
You got the feeling the Lombardi Packers are Lucky Day. That's the feeling you
Yeah,
get.
that's
Well
right,
said.
Wayne. That's
Exactly.
right, Wayne.
Exactly.
So some of us appreciated that, but
yes. I didn't appreciate the smell, but other than that, we're good.
Well, speaking of smell, who is burning a bagel right now?
Drew.
Is that Drew?
I mean, this thing is burnt.
Come
to a
on,
crisp.
Drew. What are you doing, bro?
that's how Jim Nantz does it.
I know.
Yeah.
I heard
Burnt
that. Yeah.
bagels. Huh?
He has a little card that when he's in a restaurant for breakfast,
I saw
he
this
holds
thing.
up this card and it shows how burnt, he wants his English muffin or toast or whatever it is.
Because they don't believe it.
Yeah.
They think, who would want it that way? Right? Basically ruined. How do you like your toast?
Buttered.
No, but I mean, how do you
I don't-
like what shade? I guess we need like a Sherman-Williams toast card with the shades.
Yeah.
I like
I
it
would
just
say
a little
tan.
golden brown. Just a little.
I'm the same way. Yep.
Okay.
Nailed it.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
So, Wayne, what was the vibe this weekend up here in practice? Because from all reports, Jordan Love shined in his first day of practice, and it was the defense doing the push-ups at the end of the day, which is basically the punishment for whoever wins.
Yeah, whoever wins the team competition part of it. Yeah. Jordan started a little slow through an early interception and then just caught fire and made some great throws. There was one fly down the sidelines to Christian Watson that was just spectacular.
Yeah.
And then there was another one. It was a little bloop pass down the sideline on the other side of the field to Romeo Doubs, who I'm serious, he had to jump about 6 feet high, went up and got it. I mean, those were two plays that really stood out. But the best play was by the rookie out of Penn State, Kalen King. He made a break on the ball on Jordan Love late in the practice. It was just spectacular and took it all the way back to the house. But that kid, 7th-round draft choice, comes in with a chip on his shoulder because as a second-year player at Penn State, he was a near All-America. And then he wasn't so good last year in his junior year at Penn State. He comes out for the draft, 7th-round draft choice. He expected to go much higher. He's playing with an edge, and that kid has something.
Let's look at the weapons that Love has at his disposal, and let's try to kind of buttonhole them as to what they are, what tool they are in the toolbox. All right. Watson's the lid lifter, right?
Yep.
Dobbs is the sky flyer. He's to go up and get it.
He's the red zone guy.
He's the red zone guy. Reed is the whip whap. I love the whip whap guy.
Reed's in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
That's whip
Reed,
whap, a.k.a.
whip whap.
middle of field.
I said we need.
He goes whip whap so much. A year ago when we started doing this, what are you talking
I mean,
about?
like a slot. I mean, a slot guy.
I got it. Yes,
a slot guy with real quickness to get open on these little 5-yard routes to keep the chains moving. So, and then you've got Wicks, who is the separation specialist, showing signs of what the other Devontae, had. They're showing cut-ups, Wayne, of Wicks getting off the line of scrimmage, and you're like, wow, I do see it.
He does get open. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And I was talking to Romeo Doubs yesterday or the day before about how do you get open in the red zone, because everything's condensed in the red zone, especially line of scrimmages at the 10-yard line. And, the footwork, the handwork, they all kind of look to Devontae Adams for how to get open at the line of scrimmage. But Wicks probably does it as consistently best as of any of them, right now.
And then you've got Heath as a bonus baby.
Yep.
And Bo Melton, right?
Bo Melton, who's just quick, fast. I mean, again, another guy. He's got the speed, but he's also got that quickness. He can get open anywhere on the field, especially in the middle. I really like him in the slot.
Is there any room to break in of that 6? And I assume they're going to end up keeping 6.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Okay. And then you've got Musgrave and Kraft at tight end. We thought that Kraft.
And don't forget about Tyler Davis, because as a third tight end,
absolutely,
because he's so valuable on special teams.
Okay. So we thought going into last year that Musgrave was your pass catcher and Kraft was more of your blocker. And then Musgrave goes down and Kraft says, oh, I can catch passes too.
Yeah.
So now they get that flexibility. Is there even such a thing as too many weapons?
I don't know about that. People are saying the speculation going into camp is, do they have a number one receiver? And the retort is, well, do they need one? I mean, you've got a lot of guys who do a lot of different things, and you never know where the ball is going to go. And Jordan is kind of like Aaron Rodgers was early in his career. He's going to throw the ball to whoever he sees that's open.
Right.
And that's basically how it works. I think really Christian Watson, over the top, has the ability to blow the top off of any defense, is probably the guy who has the wherewithal physically to get it done and be the number one receiver. But, he has to stay healthy, and so far so good with him. The other guys, Jaden Reed, it's not often that a slot receiver is your number one guy. It happens, but not often.
Right.
But he's just so good in the slot. And then, you look at Romeo Doubs. Doubs is finding his way in the red zone. That's primarily where they look for him. And so each guy has a role, and it's diverse enough that I think they can certainly get by without having a true number one receiver.
Remember, Butchie, we're doing a contest of pick the yards, touchdowns, receptions, 1, 2, 3 on the team. If you hit the trifecta, you win.
What do I win?
Well, we're all going to put in like $20.
All right, sure.
Josh, didn't we say this, Josh, in the show before? We're going to all put in a certain amount of money, and we're going to write down, so and so is going to lead in catches, so and so is going to lead in yards, so and so is going to lead in touchdowns, and it may be one guy that leads in all 3 in theory, but I would bet against it, Wayne.
Yeah, I would,
because they don't have that one guy. Yeah. So the question is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think it's a good thing, but it's fairly unprecedented that most NFL teams don't have what I call boy band wide receivers, where they're 5 guys and they're all kind of equal, Well,
especially in this NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
Like where we're at now.
Usually there's one guy. Yeah. A Jamar Chase or a Justin Jefferson,
AJ
or
Brown,
something like that.
Now the other Brown, Tyreek, you name it.
The other theory is that the number one Wayne may emerge.
That's what I'm thinking. I think somebody's going to emerge and in that role.
If
and
you
I think
had
this is the
$1
year
to bet on it, who would you bet?
Because I think he's going to stay healthy. I would bet on Christian Watson.
Okay. Butchie, who would you bet if one guy emerged as our dude, as our dog?
Yeah, you probably got to go Jaden Reed on my opinion. I just don't think Christian can stay healthy. I hope he stays healthy.
Josh,
I have to see with my eyes. You're probably right there.
Yeah.
I am on the 13 train.
Are you really?
I'm such a Wick stan. I really, the back half of the last year, I'm like, dude, this guy is sick.
It's a good thing the boys are going to be at the pro shop. Make your way down to get a jersey if you're so much on 13 train. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Whoa.
If you're on that train, go buy that jersey, right, Josh? Buy all the gear.
There's one reason. I would tell you. There's one reason why I'm not gonna. Because I'm deemed the jinx.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm deemed the bad mojo guy. So damn well I ain't buying no jersey.
He's fine.
You're fine.
I ain't buying no jersey that's going to get people to go, oh, yeah, he's having a great year until you bought his jersey.
When's the last time you cared what people thought of you?
I can't remember.
Yesterday.
He's a sensitive guy.
I know, but in the end, it is what
I carry it well on the exterior, but I carry it hurt inside.
It does hurt. Yes. So watch
myself to sleep in that room last night.
That's what I was hearing. Okay.
Seeking the approval
That's what I was hearing.
of the Wisconsin natives.
I thought that was Boss Man thing. Oh, I got all these guys in this house all week long. I thought that was Boss Man crying.
I actually, Wayne, this team, other than Love, obviously, everyone likes to buy the quarterback jersey. It's a challenging jersey buying environment now for fans because there are so many young, dynamic, exciting players with some veterans as well that you wouldn't mind owning their jersey.
Absolutely. Josh Jacobs is a guy.
I was just going to say, if I'm buying a jersey, it's number 8.
Yeah, number 8.
Really?
If I'm there's no question.
I don't like single-digit running back jerseys.
I don't either. I don't like the way the numbers are configured in the NFL today.
As a play-by-play man, it's got to still flummox you.
It used to be if a guy had a 55 or 57 on it, he's a linebacker. You know what I mean?
All day, every day.
90-something is a defensive lineman. You know, the 60s and 70s are offensive linemen.
Yeah.
This is just when they did this, let's make it free. Everybody can wear whatever they want. I mean, that just
You know what partially did it, Wayne, was the explosion of the passing game in the NFL, and a number of teams kind of soft retired their 80s numbers, and it got too crowded because teams are now carrying 6-7 receivers. You had no room in the 80s. That was the narrow band.
Because you had tight ends in the 80s too.
All tight ends and wide receivers had to fit in that band, so then they opened it up. But yeah, Jacobs, look, I like Jacobs a lot. I'm super excited. You buy his jersey now. He hasn't done anything.
What do you mean he hasn't done anything? His whole body of work. You look.
He hasn't done anything for the Packers yet.
I'm not worried about that. I'll tell you this though. One thing that we have seen is everyone's talking about A.J. Dillon being in the best shape.
Yeah. Best shape of my life season.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
But is it enough to make sure that he's that secure number 2, or does Lloyd get involved there and really? Because I think that's the plan for the Packers.
Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd hasn't taken the field yet in this camp,
right?
So we haven't seen what he can do in pads in this camp.
And what is going on?
But that's the plan, and we know how NFL teams work with a plan. When they have a plan in place, they seem to try to.
They're going to get Marshawn Lloyd, assuming he comes through. He's fine and all that.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, they're going to get him his touches.
They're going to
But Dillon is going to be, he also will factor
and I
in this
love that he comes in ready to
about
roll. Like that to me is the exciting part. Now, what do the Packers do plan-wise? That's what I'm so intrigued with.
Yeah.
You know what Jacobs is going to do, but that battle for 2 and touches and how it plays out and what they do. Because again, when a team has a plan, they're going to push that a little bit. It's just what they do.
I think that'll take into the regular season before we know. Yeah.
Marshawn Lloyd is wearing 32 for the Packers. He wore 0 at USC.
At USC, yeah.
And either he chose not to, or the team gently said, "Wayne, we're not going to issue a 0."
Not going to happen.
I wish he was a 0. That's a sick number.
I do.
That is a sick number.
The big 0. All right, Wayne, what is your day-to-day with practice being off? You're going to the pro shop.
I've got some meetings, coaches meetings. We've got the coordinators coming in.
They will speak
this morning, and then I'm going up to Door County. I'm going to play Mark Murphy's golf course.
Oh, nice, which is?
Up in Maxwell Bray, I want to say.
Okay, Murphy's Bluff? What's it called?
It's Maxwell Bray.
He owns it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. In Door County. It's
now
public
golf
to
save it, right? I mean,
because
it
go
was
up there, and I'm going to walk it and play it and see what,
So you're back to swinging again with your back?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not full time, but I'm getting there.
Okay, good. All right, take it easy.
All right,
don't hurt yourself.
I'll be back here tomorrow morning, and I hope the spread's a little better tomorrow.
The
than
omelet
it is today.
station
That wouldn't be hard to do.
The omelet station should be up and running tomorrow. We had a staffing issue this morning.
That's the excuse du jour.
Chip shortage. There's a chip shortage.
Chip shortage, staffing issue, supply chain.
Yeah.
Tomorrow though, Wayne, I promise. All right, coming up,
guys.
Banger rejoin. And we'll put a bow on the show next. You're listening to the game.
And on the way out the road, don't forget the Wisconsin State Fair 2024 runs August 1st through the 11th. Enjoy dozens of free entertainment stages, exciting rides and games in Spin City, thousands of animals, endless family activities, events, contests, shopping vendors, and more. For more information, visit wistatefair.com. We're giving away a 4-pack of State Fair tickets plus a bargain book right now to caller 10. Be caller 10 right now.